The Boys TV show deserved many fans all over the world, but most of those fans hadn't known, even before the Amazon Prime Video series is an adaptation of the comic book series, and a vast majority of fans discovered the Boys comic book series only after the TV series was released in 2019. While the comics had a dedicated following, they were considered a cult favorite independent series rather than a mainstream hit before the show exploded in popularity. New fans coming from the TV series are often surprised to find the comic is significantly darker, more explicit, and more cynical than the show, and many characters are absolutely differing from their comic book counterparts. And let's talk now about 5 comics characters which are much more darker and much differ from TV show. A-Train, whose real name is Reggie Franklin, in the Boys TV show is significantly more nuanced and sympathetic compared to the comic book version, which portrays him as a largely one-dimensional, malicious, and revolting villain. While both versions are speedsters, drug-addicted members of the Seven who kill Huey's girlfriend Robin in the opening, their character arcs and personalities differ greatly. In the TV series, A-Train has a complex, evolving story arc. He faces heart issues from compound V addiction, grapples with his legacy in the black community, and eventually develops a conscience, trying to atone for his actions. He is often a victim of and reactionary to Homelander's bullying, leading to a sense of self-preservation that makes him more sympathetic to viewers. Starlight is assaulted by the Deep, and later subjected to unwanted sexual harassment by other members, but A-Train is not the primary aggressor in this specific context. But in the comics, it is absolutely another character. This is just crazy, man. He is essentially a selfish, cowardly jerk with almost no redeeming qualities. He shows no remorse for killing Robin, and is one of the most abrasive members of the Seven. He is deeply sadistic, taking joy in abusing others and participating in the sexual assault and humiliation of Starlight. A-Train is actively involved in the assault and humiliating initiation of Starlight, alongside Homelander and Black Noir. And the end of A-Train in the comics is also different. No drama, no trying to be a better. A-Train meets a brutal and violent end in issue number 63, where he is decapitated by Huey Campbell. Comic book A-Train is a vile, infantile creature who gets exactly what he deserves. Victoria Newman is a key antagonist in the Boys TV show, appearing as a ruthless, superpowered congresswoman who secretly acts as the head popper, killing political enemies and soup rivals. Initially a seemingly anti-Vought politician and director of the Federal Bureau of Superhuman Affairs, she is later revealed to be the adopted daughter of Stan Edgar. She possesses telekinetic abilities that allow her to pop heads, a skill she has used on numerous individuals. Victoria initially acts as an insider for Vought. She is far more independent, eventually seeking to control her own destiny and turn against Vought to protect her daughter. In TV's show, Victoria is a big upgrade comparing with her comic book version. In the comic book, Victor Newman is a man. He is depicted as a dim-witted, easily manipulated patsy who acts as the CEO of Vought American and later Vice President of the United States. Victor is a complete puppet for Vought, particularly for James Stillwell, the comic equivalent of Stan Edgar, comic book counterpart often acting foolishly. He is unable to speak normally without prompting. His assistants do everything for him. His whole line is a harsh satire for incompetence. Victor becomes president after a series of events, but he is a figurehead. He is quickly decapitated by Homelander during a coup d'etat. The TV show adaptation Newman becomes a vice president-elect, but is killed in the season 4 finale by Billy Butcher, ending her run as one of the show's most dangerous, cutthroat threats. Thomas Godolkin, who founded University, is characterized as a sinister, brilliant, and manipulative villain who acts as an architect of Soup's suffering. He is a deeply narcissistic, evil character who believes in social Darwinism, the idea that only the strongest Soup should survive, and aims to cull lower-ranking students to create a godlike generation to fight Homelander. He is obvious parody for Professor X of Marvel. The students in Gen 5 are battling against the university's systemic, corrupt, and corporate manipulation with the goal of surviving and exposing Vought's experiments. Marie Moreau kills Thomas Godolkin by using her blood manipulation powers to make his head and upper torso explode. In the comic book, he kidnaps children, raises them to be members of his team, the G-Men, and subjects them to extreme mental, physical, and sexual abuse. He is a serial abuser who brainwashes his team into blind loyalty. Because John Godolkin's antics become too dangerous a liability for Vought, he and his G-Men are hunted down and killed by Vought's forces. Black Noir is the most heavily redesigned character. In the TV show, he is a human soup named Irving with a tragic backstory. He is an African-American soup who was part of Soulja Boy's original team, Payback, in the 1980s. Noir is a loyal subordinate to Vought CEO Stan Edgar, and later, a tragic figure who serves as a loyal, fearful member of the Seven. He is not responsible for the assault on Becca Butcher. Homelander does that himself. Noir is incredibly durable and strong, but significantly weaker than Homelander. He relies on martial arts, stealth, and weaponry. Noir is silent because his face was horribly scarred and his brain damaged by Soulja Boy, and he is often unable to communicate verbally. Homelander kills Noir in Season 3 for withholding the secret that Soulja Boy is Homelander's father. The comic book counterpart is a clone of Homelander designed as a failsafe, created by Vought American to kill Homelander if he ever went rogue. The problem is the moment never comes and Noir goes crazy. He begins committing terrifying things pretending to be Homelander. The most terrifying things attributed to Homelander are actually done by him. Black Noir, for example, eats babies. And eventually, John breaks down, thinking that it was his own actions. Black Noir grew restless and started committing atrocities, including assaulting Becca Butcher while disguised as Homelander to drive him insane. Noir is superior to Homelander in every way, stronger, more durable, and capable of flight and laser vision. He is a pure sociopath with no personality other than his mission. After killing Homelander in a fight, Noir is brutally killed by Billy Butcher, who tears his brain out with a crowbar. Billy Butcher is more of a broken, chaotic anti-hero. While ruthless, he has a heart and a genuine soft spot for Huey and Ryan, often struggling with his humanity. The primary differences between Billy Butcher in the Boys comic books and the Amazon Prime TV series revolve around his level of inherent villainy, his relationship with his powers, and his emotional attachment to his team. While the show presents a deeply flawed anti-hero with moments of humanity, the comic book version is a pure sociopathic villain from the start. Comic Butcher is a straight-up, irredeemable sociopath who is arguably worse than Homelander. He is incredibly calculated, cruel, and manipulative, caring nothing for his team members. In TV show adaptation, Butcher discovers Becca is alive and that she has been raising Homelander's son, Ryan. This creates a complex dynamic where Butcher develops genuine parental feelings for the boy. In the comics, Becca is raped by Homelander and dies shortly after when her unborn child kills her from inside the womb. Butcher never gets to be a father or interact with a child. In the series, while Butcher is on a dark path, particularly by Season 4, his actions are driven more by grief and a messy desire to protect Ryan than a pre-planned desire for mass genocide. But in the comic book, after Homelander and Black Noir kill each other, Butcher goes completely rogue. His ultimate plan is to kill anyone with V in their blood, including his own team. He forces Huey to kill him to stop the madness. If you watch till this moment, you understand now that TV versions of The Boys are much lighter than their original counterparts. So, I hope you like video. If it's so, comment and subscribe.